Hi there, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new here, my name is Amy. And today I headed over to another city to pick up some furniture to resell. And while I'm over here, it's about an hour away. While I'm over here, I'm going to stop at some thrift stores. And right now I'm headed into the Goodwill bins, which really isn't my favorite thing, but I haven't been in a while, and I've been watching other YouTubers go in and find good stuff, so I'm gonna give it a try and see if I can find some good stuff today. So wish me luck, and I'm gonna try and get a little bit of footage in there, but we'll see what happens. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so I take that back. Apparently I do like the Goodwill bins. I've got a cart full and it's only $1.39 per pound. Well, that was pretty fun. Better than I expected and better than I remember. I guess in the past I just hadn't gone at the right time or something. So I got, I think 35 pounds worth, and I spent $44, which is awesome. Lots of vintage stuff, a vintage motorcycle jacket, a really cool faux fur coat, some shoes, some golden goose sneakers, but I think they're fakes. But I picked them up anyways, just in case. So yeah, that was fun. Now I'm gonna head off to the next regular Goodwill. Hi, it's a few days later and I'm back at my shop with my haul from the Goodwill bins. I'm super excited to share with you what I got. I got some really great vintage pieces. I ended up getting 31 pounds, and at that Goodwill bins, it's $1.39 a pound. So I spent $44.47. I ended up getting about 27 items, so that brought my average cost of goods to $1.65 per item, which is really exciting for me because I'm used to paying higher prices at our local Goodwill and other thrift stores because the closest Goodwill bins is over an hour away from me. So let's get started with one of my favorite pieces, and it is this vintage men's biker jacket. It's really thick, nice quality leather, and it just has distressing in all the right places. And I really like selling these. I typically get about $75 to $125 for those. So that's a really great return on investment. I'm excited about that. The next item is this colorful tunic with some embroidery. And I believe this is made in India. But I thought that it would be cool worn as a dress, or, you know, maybe a swimsuit cover up, add a belt to it. I just really liked the colors and I thought I'd try that out. I'll hope to get in maybe the $40 range for that. The next item is this really fun dress with this striped taffeta bottom and embroidered belt. Now this reminds me of something maybe from a movie or some sort of costume, but I cannot put my finger on it. If you can tell me what it is, I'd love to know in the comments below. And while you're down there, it would be awesome if you'd give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. So for this, I will hope to get maybe in the $40 range. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to figure out some more keywords and look up comps for that. And the next item, look at this gorgeous vintage kind of tapestry coat with faux fur collar. And it also has the faux fur at the bottom. I just love the details on this piece. I would guess that this is probably from the 1960s, and it's really a substantial piece. I tend to do pretty well with these vintage coats like this. They do take a little while to sell, but I can typically get in the $100 to $150 range for them. So another big win for return on investment for that. The next item is this pair of vintage Levi's shorts. These are the 505 style, and I typically only pick up Levi's when they have the vintage paper tag made in USA like this, or if they're current style. Now these probably won't be a big money maker, but I know people do specifically look for this style. My father-in-law still wears this style. So I'm hoping for maybe $25 to $30 on those. And I thought I'd share these because they'll probably be in my thumbnail. I picked up some Golden Goose sneakers. These are in fact dupes, unfortunately, which I did kind of think that they were when I was there, but I thought that I would pick them up because it's cheap and I could do some research on telling the difference between the fakes and the real ones. So these just happen to be my size, so I'll probably just wear them because otherwise they'd end up in the landfill, and they're pretty cute. But you know, I think for $1.65, a fun pair of sneakers for myself is fine. And it was kind of a rush to see them in the bin at the Goodwill when it had been all picked over and no one had even picked them up. So I was kind of surprised, and it was one of the first things I found when I went in there. So I was like, this is gonna be a good day. But either way, it was a good learning experience for me to find those. So the next item is this vintage thick wool fisherman sweater. And this is vintage Abercrombie and Fitch. Can you see that cool old label? I was pretty excited to pick this up. Now it does have some flaws that I'm hoping to fix up, or maybe I'll just leave it in my death pile for a year. We'll see what happens. But I tend to get in the $40 range for these fisherman sweaters like this. So hopefully that works out for that as well. Now this next piece is kind of a different pickup for me. I don't usually do vintage wedding dresses, but this one had all the right vibes to me. Real cottagecore, prairie looking kind of, you know, 80s, 90s vibes. And so for the price, I thought that I would give it a try. It's a maxi length. And I really have no idea what I'm gonna get for this, but I'm gonna hope in the $100 range, maybe 75. We'll just have to see what happens. It's certainly the right season for that. So the next item I picked up solely based on the fact that it is genuine lambskin. Normally I wouldn't pick up this Anna brand, but I liked kind of the 90s Y2K vibe to it, and you just cannot beat the feel of lambskin. It's just so luxurious. So I'll hope to get maybe 40 or 50 for that. We'll just have to see. This item I picked up for my husband because it was Filson. He didn't like the fit of it, so we'll see if I can get 15 or 20 bucks for that. It's in nice condition, no stains or anything. So the next item is another vintage piece. It's one of these fleeces with the decorative animals on it. I do pretty well with these pieces, and this was in pretty good condition, and I think it's a size 2X, which is great. So a plus size would like to wear this, or standard size could wear it oversized. So I typically get about $40 for those. The next item is this girl's size North Face fleece. I'm not sure if this will do very well, but I decided to pick it up because I have a couple of friends with kids and a niece that this would fit. So if I look at the comps and they're not very good, I'll just give it to one of them, and I'm sure they will like it. So I picked up one hard good, this vintage eagle ironwood, carved ironwood eagle. And these don't bring huge money, but you know, maybe $25 or $30. I just thought he was really cute, so I picked him up. And I picked up this boiled wool scarf with this pretty kind of floral and butterfly detail. You know, this probably cost 25 cents. So I thought it'd be something good to try out. I don't do scarves a lot, but I do really well with belts. So I'll give that a try and hope for maybe $20 or something. I picked up this wool, 100% wool hat. And I know it's kind of out of season, but I love hats. So I thought if it wasn't a, does that look cute? if it didn't have good comps or it didn't sell, then I would just keep it. I thought it was pretty cute. So next up, shoes. I got this pair of Soft brand wedges, which again, I don't normally pick these up, but I liked the mustard color and this detail on the wedge. So we'll hope to get, you know, $20, $25 for those. And then these I thought were pretty interesting. These are Robert Clergy, which I had never heard of before, but they had a really artsy kind of European look to them. So I thought that I would look up comps while I was there. And I did, and it looks like these have a very high retail value. So we'll see what the resale is on them. But again, you know, if I could get in the $30 range, that would be a good return on investment. I also got a pair of Flojo's flip-flops. Now these aren't for resale, but I live in flip-flops in the summer and these look like really nice quality, so I thought I'd try them out. Next up, I got this kind of, I don't know, sweet pea, purple pink color leather fossil bag. And I don't get big money for fossil bags, but this was in great condition and kind of had a 90s Y2K look to it, and I thought it'd be great for summer. So we'll hope for $25, $30 on that. The next item, this is pretty interesting. It's a Kelty brand piece, and it is a fanny pack, and everything stuffs in there. So you could, you know, take it to a flea market or something and wear it as a fanny pack. And then when you start buying stuff, you pull this out and it turns into a backpack. So there was some pretty good comps on Kelty. So I'm hoping that this was a good pickup. And if not, I think it would be really useful for me. So we'll give that a try. The next item was this giant tapestry, 70s tapestry piece. And it has pheasants on it. It goes double this size. I just can't get it all in the screen. And I'm not sure about this, but again, for the price, I thought that I would give it a try and see how it does. Maybe $50, $60. I thought it kind of, oh, it's making lint go everywhere, but I thought that it kind of had maybe bohemian vibes. It would look great on a wall with plants around it or whatever. So we'll give that a try. And of course, I couldn't leave without picking up belts, because if you've watched any other my other videos, you'll see that I love to buy and sell belts. This is a genuine leather Jones wear piece, probably from the 90s. And I'll hope to get about $25 or $30 for that. This is a really nice woven leather piece, unisex, men's or women's. And yeah, so hope to get about $20, $25 on that as well. Now, this is something kind of interesting that I always pick up when I can, and this is long straps for handbags. It always seems like I find a great bag at the regular Goodwill and it's missing the long strap. So if I can pick these up at estate sales for $1 or an affordable price, I'll pick them up in whatever color and just hold on to them in case I need them in the future. These I did take off of bags that had wear or stains or whatnot, so I didn't have to pay for the whole bag at the bins, and it was at the end of the rotation, so I didn't feel bad separating the straps from the bags at that point, and I'll have them to resell another bag and give it new life. So the last item was this bag of bangle bracelets. Now, most of these are just kind of cheap plastic regular bangle bracelets, but a few of them I believe are Bakelite, and you can get decent prices for the Bakelite ones, and sometimes even just these black and white plastic ones I can get 20 to 30 bucks for. So I thought, you know, why not pick that bag up and see how I do. So that's it. I think that that is a pretty successful trip to the bins. This isn't my first time going there, but it's my first time going there with really resale, like bulk resale in mind. So I was pretty excited, and I kind of changed my mind about the Goodwill, and I'll be going back more often. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love it if you'd comment below and let me know what your favorite piece was. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're so inclined. It really helps me out and gives me encouragement to keep doing these videos. So we'll see you next time.